What's up, internet? It's the Chappers. I just shot a video for my friend Sylvia, who is going to be doing a little bit of house sitting for me and recording some music because she is a secretive, guitar-y, singing, creative nutcase. And I shot her a little video teaching her about the rudimental basics of Logic, just how to record tracks, how to get it kind of ready. I set it all up for her, and it was 13 minutes long on my iPhone, and I kind of finished and thought, this might be kind of helpful for someone else getting to kind of grips with just home recording. I don't know, or it might be funny. I do sing a bunch of complete random bullshit on it. So I hope this is helpful for one or two people out there. You guys take it easy. Chappers considerably out. Hello, Sylvia. I'm sat at your new home recording studio that I've set up for you using an acoustic guitar. This is the laptop. This is the audio interface. So the first thing that you're going to do is turn this on, and there's a switch on the back, which is a power switch, and it'll do a little dance of lights like this. That's on. And there are two buttons that you need to know about, the others you don't. This button, which chooses which microphone 1 or microphone 2. Microphone 1 says channel 1, microphone 2, channel 2. Now microphone 1 is this one right here, the SM7B that you're going to sing into. And microphone number 2, this button just swaps between them, is this Rode NT3G, which is going to be picking up your acoustic guitar. And it doesn't matter which you select here, they're both going to record. This just shows you the level of volume here. See that? That's the volume of that mic, and that's the volume of this mic. So I've kind of set them approximately. See the little level meter there? Kind of doesn't want to peak. And then this one here takes you to the monitor. It says monitor. That's how loud it will play back through the speakers when you play it back through the speakers. Okay, here's the laptop. I'm just gonna bring my mouse down to Logic, which is here, Logic Pro X. Click on that. And as it launches, it'll just come up. Is that right? Did I do something wrong? Let me just double check. Hold on a sec. Quit Logic Pro. Okay, good. Right. So, Logic, that's right. Here we go. So, kicks off. It's because I've just been using it. And it will give you an option of 4 different templates. But the one that you want to use is the one that's highlighted, number 2, called Apollo Twin Studio. So click on that if it's not selected and press choose. And it will give you 2 tracks that I've already just done, but it will always have something here. So you can just basically like grab and swipe over it and then just hit delete, backspace. And then go to the beginning of the track by going to this, it's like a cassette player, play, go back to the beginning, go back to the beginning. And then if you just record, press the R button, that arms it to be recorded, like that. And then if you just press that record button, it is now recording. Let's just record something random for you. I'm waiting. Completely random, made up bullshit. So that's the stuff that just got recorded. And to stop the recording, I pressed the recording button again. Let's go to the beginning of the recording and then press play. And it is now recording. It comes out these monitors. Random for you. Showing off my baritone vocal range. So you see that this track here is very quiet, yeah? And this one is very loud. Well, it's just loud enough. So this is the voice and this is the guitar track. So voice needs to come up. So if I go over here, you remember I've got channel 1 and channel 2. So channel 1 is me singing into, and it just could go up a little bit like that, yeah? So now let's record that again and see how that looks on the, so I'm gonna go press record. And when I finish recording, I'll press that exact same button. Let's sing something else random. When you waited for me, you have your enemies everywhere. They're cats. It's funny. Let's go back and you can see it's much bigger line now, yeah? And when I finish recording, I'll press that exact same button. Let's sing something else random. You waited for me. You have your enemies everywhere. They're cats. Beware your cat enemies. They could lurk around every corner. So you've just recorded 2 tracks of random shit, okay? You can record as long as you want. And say, for example, you'd done this and you wanted to chop a bit out. All you do is you bring your little pointy arrow up here and you go down and choose scissor. And then wherever on that track you touch, it cuts. And you could do it there. And then go back up and choose pointer. That lets you select a bit. And then you press this button and it deletes that chunk. If you wanted to undo that, you just do Command Z and it comes back. See? And if you Command Z again, twice, it gets rid of those 2 cuts I made. So that's cutting. If you want to fade something, you select the fade tool, go to the beginning of this bit here, see where it just turns into that icon? And then you drag and it fades. And if I go over here and mute with the M, mute that track, so this is silent, unmuted, muted, and then play just that first track, you'll hear that fade and when I finish recording, come into play. Let's sing something else random. You have your enemies everywhere. They're cats. So it's quieter and quieter and quieter. So that's a really basic edit. Up here you've got the pointing tool that selects things, scissors tool that cuts things, and the fade tool. These are the only things I ever use. If you get stuck, you can phone Dave or me. When you start recording, don't forget that you need to press the R button on whichever channel you want to record on. You can record on one or both. It doesn't make any difference at all. When you've finished, all you need to do, if you want to export the audio, is select the track, 1 or 2. So let's start with number 1. And you go File. And then you go Export. And then you want to go 1 track as audio file. See that? And it'll come up and it'll say, where do you want to put this? Well, I reckon on the desktop, there's probably a folder somewhere, randomly and magically, called Sylvia's Music. Let's call it that. So that's the folder I've selected. And I'm just gonna, in custom down here, call this bullshit. There you go, bullshit. And then I'm going to export. And I've already saved for you settings. So it's an AIF, so it's really high quality. And it's gonna, anything at the end that's silent, it will get rid of. And I just do export. That's that 1 track, and it's got loads of space after it. Just ignore this. I've set the project to have lots and lots of space. But all that space will be trimmed off into nothing. But it just means that if you make a 15-hour long track, then you're fine. That's track 1 done. Obviously you could do exactly the same with track 2. I'm just going to minimize that window and go into Sylvia's Music on the desktop. And there is your folder file called bullshit. If I click on that and then play it on
When I
iTunes.
finish recording, I press that exact same button.
So it's playing through iTunes.
When you waited for me, you have your enemies, enemies.
Now you know that you can hear the guitar there as well. It's because the guitar I'm playing is bled onto this microphone. So what I would suggest you do is play the guitar first and then sing over it as a second track. So that's easy to do. Let's just close iTunes because we don't need that now. So we'll close that folder down. So go to Logic. So I'll delete these 2 tracks about cats being enemies because you don't need to know anything about that. Back to the beginning of the track. And let's lay down some guitar. So, actually it says guitar here, but actually that's vocal, isn't it? So I'll change that to vocal. And then this is actually guitar. I had them labeled the wrong way around. So let's do the guitar first. I'll press record and then hit. Okay, that's the guitar laid downage. There it is. Now, if I go to the beginning of the track and don't record on this one and go up and record on this one, I can record some bullshit vocals.
And then
here. My favorite kind of cheese is any cheese you leave with me. Oh, I love cheese. It's the best kind of nutrition a boy will need. And what I should have done is worn headphones, because it came through the monitors, I'm sorry, but Theo ran off with my headphones, so I couldn't. But anyway, if I'd worn headphones and plugged them into this hole here and unplugged these 2 blue cables, you would not have had it come through the monitors, and it would sound a lot better than it did just then. It still will sound better because I didn't play guitars at the same time. So, my favorite kind of cheese is any cheese you leave with me. So if I mute that one, let's see if there's any less guitar. There will be a bit less guitar. My favorite kind of cheese is any cheese you leave with me. Yeah, so my bad. I clearly, just because I'm filming and I'm not thinking what I'm doing, I didn't put on the headphones, and Theo ran off with them. But yeah, you get the headphones, put them on, plug them into the input, and look out because the microphone falls on you unless you are being careful with the microphone. And unplug these 2 cables, paying attention to which holes they go into, and then it will just play through the headphones. And what you do is you click on this button here, and it says monitor. You press it again, and it says headphones, and that's the volume level for the headphones. So monitor is the speakers, that's the headphones. And there you go, that's how you'd record a song in 2 tracks, and then you just export them, and you can do things with them. Enjoy recording. Make me some genius music. See you later, chick. Bye.